Hey folks, this is Anupam back again. Today we're going to talk about something which is very topical with 2027 deadline. Many SAP customers need to move from ECC to S4, and also NetWeaver is getting out of support, so they need to move their data from BW and other systems, CRM, etc., to a modern platform. So I was talking to one of the users, and we were showing them analytics, and they said we are struggling with our SAP data migration. So what can your tool do? And when I talk to users, that this is one common thread which I hear. So around 70%, I think 69% of the customers are yet to move their ECC to HANA. This is a survey of ASERG with 766 end users, and more than half, worryingly, they report challenges with the data, especially, with surprising master data challenges are still there. And when I dig deeper, but they are faced with really three options. They can do their data migration using a complex ETL tool like BODS, or they might have Talent or other tools. But ETL is not data migration. The second one is they have options from consulting companies like Capgemini has Synity, and there are other consulting-based offerings which are packaged along with their system implementation. But the challenge which they run into is consultants struggle to understand their data. And obviously, you're paying, consulting companies to really not only migrate your data, but to train people on your data first. And the third one would be, you do pick up a lot of ABAP guys, Excel guys, and try to do custom development with this. So those are three options. There's complex ETL, consulting, or custom development. The challenge, even after we choose any of these three options, is first one is obviously can third-party consultants understand my data? That's been a common thread. Second one is it's pretty costly. Data migration is one-off, which happens for SAP customers usually once in 8 to 10 years. And to pay for this one-off activity for a bunch of custom development, it's not very cost-effective. We talked about ETL. They try to use it, but using an ETL for data migration is pretty similar to using a road roller to tend to your lawn. You want fine-grained controls over data. ETL is more data automation. The biggest one is what happens to my historical data. With HANA, you want to capture your 1 or 2 years of operational history and move everything else, both from ECC, CRM, as well as your historical repository of BW, into something which is not as costly. How to do that? So those are the four main concerns which I keep hearing about, and that's the reason why we built this uMigrate. So it's focused on those three challenges. How can we get standard SAP rather than custom development? How can we make this simple enough by removing the complexity from this process and use standard SAP? And the last one would be, how can I comprehensively migrate my data from ECC, CRM, BW, all the SAP systems onto the modern platform, not having to do it on a piecemeal basis, right? So let's dive in and see how we solve this challenge. Those who are from SAP background, they will know SAP does provide the data migration templates, which are LTMC templates, and that's what we'll be using. If you look at any of the templates, let's pick up the favorite for material master. There's around 68 of these templates which are provided by SAP. Material master, customer master, and then transactional data masters. This is what the template looks like. It's an XML format, and then they have given a list. Usually these templates are around 10 different tabs with data coming from different sources, and the material master one is slightly more complex. It has, I think, 19 in all. And then we have to figure out how do we fill up this template. As an option, it also gives these same templates in the CSV format. So if you go to the folder where your data migration reference templates, you can also fill up these templates in the CSV. There's pros and cons of both. For simpler implementations, I would say XML is comprehensive. It maintains the hierarchy, but it does consume the 100 MB limit which is there, and as well as it takes longer to load, so your cutover would be that much longer. So if your implementation is simple, I would say consider using the CSV output. So if you go in here, you have all these structures which can be filled up and then uploaded to Migration Cockpit into S4. All right, let's see how do we simplify this. Right? What we give is one template for all of those 68 objects. And remember, all of these 68 different objects for migration template, they have different tabs, some of them with 20, maybe some even 28, 29 different tables, and we have to fill it up. What we did to simplify this is we parsed through all of those templates and figured out what is it that is needed for each of your data objects. So if I was to go and say, and so here you see all the different templates are being listed. Type product sample 2402. So as soon as I type this, and this is a list of values which will be there. If as soon as I type that I need product sample, it automatically pulls up from all of those different tabs what is it that SAP needs from its tables. So MARA, MAKT, MARM, all of those, and as soon as you change this, let's say from product master to customer master, it gives automatically the new set of tables. So this is very helpful for the user to see what they need to do, what tables they are going to get data from. All right. The next thing which is there is this a whole menu addition in this template, which is uMigrate for SAP, where we basically give them all the tools they need to extract, to transform, and to load the data to your LTMC. And then there's a support button, which is AI-based chatbot. I'll get into that quickly.